Hi, it's Dr. Wright. I am recording this for the 4 Divas for Divas. We're doing this recording because, well, Uber conference sucks. It has let me down twice, and the important thing is that you get the information so that you're prepared for this event. So we are no longer going to be using Uber conference. It just doesn't work out for me. I don't know about you. All right. I'm pulling up my notes so that I have them, and I'm making sure that I'm covering everything that you guys need to know and what you may have even missed in the last 2 weeks. The 4 Divas for Divas project is moving forward. There are over 70 women that are participating, so you can understand why I make the rules that I make. One of the things that I ask is that if you have an assistant who is handling your email and handling all of your accounts, I ask that you make sure that you are communicating with them. I will not be training your assistant. You have to tell your assistant what you're doing and what she needs to know. So it's very important that you keep your assistant abreast. I don't want your assistant calling me and asking me questions on things that I've given you. That gives me double work. And with over 70 women being a part of that, you can see how that would just gum up the works if everybody does this. So rule number 1 is keep your assistant abreast. Rule number 2, and probably if you're listening to this, you don't really need this rule, but the rule number 2 is to stay abreast of your emails and your phone calls. I already have a couple of people whose emails are bouncing back, so they're not getting this information. I've called them to say your email is bouncing back, you need to provide us with a new email, and hopefully they will do that really soon. But it is your responsibility to make sure you're getting all of the info. You can contact me at my office, 909-235-9744, 909-235-WRIGHT, like my name, W-R-I-G-H-T. And you can email me, you can text me. All of those things are available to you to keep you on top of what's going on, but you have to stay on top of what's going on. What I always say, if you're one of those people who doesn't answer the phone because you don't know what number this is, you're missing out on opportunities. All of your opportunities don't come from people you know. Sometimes they come from people you don't know. So if you don't answer your phone or you take weeks to open your email, you're going to miss out on some very important things, okay? This is call number 2. I'm going to cover everything on both calls just because everything has been so wonky. So some of this will be repeated. Some of you have worked with me before, you know how I work. Some of you, this is all new. And I'm a very systemized person. I like everything to go really smooth. I'm very timely, and I like to keep the pace. But things have to fall in place correctly, but the plan does not work. 4 Divas is a continent on the planet Shay and Trevor, and that planet spins very, very quickly. That planet, things change at the drop of a hat. So it's very important for you, once you become part of anything that we're doing, it's really important that you hook in, stay on, and pay attention. July is the month that I will be taping everyone. And so everybody can't wait till July 30th. Some of you have to go early, and some of you have to go in the middle, and some of you will be going late. The thing is that you don't want to wait till the last minute because everybody can't do it at the last minute. It's not physically possible. So you want to get yourself ready. You'll be getting an email from me asking you to choose from some dates and times, and that will be the time. You will have an hour with me virtually online, just like this. You'll have an hour with me to videotape. Now, it is highly important that you get your earphones and your equipment that we talked about, and that you play around with it ahead of time. I want you to listen carefully. Play around with it ahead of time because it needs to be not new to you the first time we do this recording. I can't take the time to coach you on how your computer works with the headphones and everything. You've got to figure that out so that when you get online with me, you're ready to go, okay? Once you get your recording done, you're relaxed. There's not going to be anything else for you to do. We're taking care of everything. Now, you need to turn in photos. I've got very few photos, got more contracts than photos, so I would like those to come in. If that's you, go ahead and get that done. A few of you have sent me some notes telling me, hey, you're getting them professionally done, and you have an appointment, so I know what's going on with you. The majority of you that haven't put in your photos, please do so. The last photo I got was Kim Ladson. Great photo, but that was the last photo I got. Let's see. I want to tell you that you do have the option to record yourself. I had someone say they wanted to record themselves. They're going into the studio. They're doing blase, blase. Okay, that's awesome. If you want to do that and you let me know you are doing that, then you are responsible to get your video in yourself. I will not be sending you emails saying, get your video in, where's your video? Your team, whoever's doing that for you, will have to make sure that happens for you. If you decide to record yourself, I also will not be training your team on how to record you. It's faster for me to just record you than to sit there and train your team. So that's not what the job is. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here to get you looking good. So if you choose that option, and you can, if you choose that option, please know you are completely responsible for everything that happens on that. I already talked about email. I'm looking at my list here. The recordings. Let's see. The equipment. Let me go over the equipment again for you. Write this down. This is very important. Get a pencil. Get a paper. Write it down. Make sure you have a Logitech Wireless H600 and a webcam C920. The reason why is because it will ensure that there's no what we call reverb. We call it reverb. It causes bad sound. Here's a little media training trick for you. People will forgive a blurry picture. They will not forgive bad sound. If you want people listening to you, that's something that you've got to handle professionally. You're a professional speaker. It takes equipment. So don't whine about it, just be about it, okay? All right, I highly recommend that. I highly, highly recommend that. And why? Oh, because I do broadcast television. I'm a producer. I've done infomercials, commercials, web shows. I think I know a little bit about this. Highly recommend that you get the equipment. Play with it ahead of time. You don't want to spend your recording time trying to fix tech problems, because with this project, you have to be ready to go when you get on. Okay, here's the other thing, is that you want to wear something colorful. You don't want to wear black and white. You want to have plenty of light on you. You want to have plenty of light on you. Let me say it again. You want to have plenty of light on you. Be colorful. Don't just go with the black and white. Nobody wants to watch anybody that's boring. Nobody. Nobody wants to watch anybody boring. So just add some color. The other rule is HD is not your friend. HD is not your friend. This means, women, you need to wear makeup. If you don't wear makeup, you need to wear foundation. Help me help you. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Help me help you. Have as much light as possible. Some of you have invested in some wonderful LED lights. Some of you have not, but you need to have as much light as possible. There will be some editing to the video. The editing is on the front and the end, where we have a nice little beginning and a little music, and then boom, there you are, and then at the end, a little music going out. It is not B-roll. Someone asked me that question. That is a great question. That is a question that makes total sense, but no, we will not be adding B-roll. The way that you can show your presentation is I will give you the controls, and you will be able to share your screen. Your presentation will be on the screen. You will be sharing your screen. Your presentation will be on the screen. You will be sharing your screen. Some of you have worked with Shay and Trevor before, and you were able to do this little thing we call picture in picture, where your picture is down here, and they can see you. But meanwhile, the PowerPoint is completely visible the whole time. Well, we don't have that capability. We don't have the capability of picture-in-picture, and so you will have to switch back from you to your PowerPoint, you to your PowerPoint. So you will have control. You will switch back and forth if you choose to use a PowerPoint, but you will not be able to do picture-in-picture. And then again, if you've worked with us before, you have had that luxury, but we will not have that. We will not have that said again, we will not have that for you in this case. Let me go over my notes. I hope you guys are having a great week. Please relax at this point, even if you're just behind and just getting this information. Relax. You are not missing anything. Okay? You're not missing anything. Okay? Have a Gmail account so that when you go over to Google Plus and you get the little invite to come into the Google Hangout, I can record you. It works quickly when you have a Gmail account that I can send that to. When you don't have a Gmail account, it takes a really long time. I do not know why, but I suspect it's because Gmail wants you to be all Gmail all the way. Alrighty. You'll have to email me your questions so I can address them the next week around. Okay? This was what I said on June 12th. I said your contact info needs to be good. We already have one bad email, which means that there's someone who's not getting information. I said that before. We will be creating a membership portal very soon, and you'll be able to access the information. But for right now, I've got to email you, and so you have to keep us up to date on your email. If your emails are bouncing back, all I can do is call you and say, emails are bouncing back. If you don't do anything about it, that's not on me. That's on you. Okay? Let's see. We'll be using Google Hangout. That is how we're recording. We're not using Skype. We're not using Skype. Skype, like Uber Conference, kind of sucks and has failed me personally. So I have a lot to do. I have a lot of recording to do. I'm not playing around with Skype. We're going to do this on Google Hangout. So you need to have a Google Plus account. You need to log into your account. When you go to your Gmail account, you'll see your name with a plus sign on it. When you click on that, that takes you over to Google Plus. And then in Google Plus, when I send you the alert that I'm inviting you to a Hangout, you will see it and be able to connect. But if you're not in Google Plus, it takes a while for you to see that. We already talked about the tech. It's up to you to make sure that it's all working there. If you need to hire a geek to do that, I highly recommend you to do that. I talked about foundation and light. I talked about, this is something that's a little more psychological. Be dressed head to toe. I understand that we're here and we can be in our bunny slippers and all of this kind of stuff. But when I do my professional hangouts, I do them head to toe dressed. I've got on high heels. I've got on full makeup. I don't have a full makeup right now because I just figured out that the Uber conference doesn't work and I have to make this happen right here, right now. But I am fully dressed for the office. I have on flats. I don't have on heels, but I have on nice shoes. I have on the uniform. You need to wear the uniform. If you're sitting there doing a presentation thinking they can't see my legs, so I'm just going to wear my bunny slippers, in the back of your brain and your subconscious knows that you're not really on. And your subconscious is not there helping you be the best you can be. It's saying, no, we can be slovenly and we can just say whatever because this must not be real because we're not dressed. Because when you go out to speak, you go to speak fully dressed. Imagine this. Have you ever gone to speak or seen a speaker come up with her shoes in her hand and some flip-flops or slippers and tell the people, hey, I'm going to be standing behind that podium. They're not going to see my feet anywhere. Can I just wear my slippers? Can you imagine that? I get that all the time. You would never do that on stage, but somehow you think you can do it here because you don't want to really do the work, because you want to cheat the people. Well, guess what? The best way to give your best is to be your best. I encourage you to be fully dressed from head to toe when you record and be ready and professional. Just because it's the two of us at first doesn't mean it's always going to be that. And you don't know how many thousands of people might be watching. All right, what else did I have to say? Just that this is triple the size of the HLIC movie, the Pound HLIC movie, which I'm the director of, and I'm heading up that project too. And so it's really important for me to not do double work, for you to do your end and for me to do our end, and we come out with something that really is revolutionary. And I think it's going to be record-breaking, it's going to be revolutionary, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event. I am so excited about the topics you guys are sending me in. I'm so excited about the things that you want to accomplish. I'm looking at your quotes, and I'm like, this is some good stuff. This is some really, really good stuff. So, again, this is to keep you informed. Sorry about all the tech problems. We're going to try to fix that ASAP. When it comes to For Divas, here's our motto. Don't talk about it, be about it. Okay? Don't talk about it, be about it. Alright? I'm setting up times to record the first week in July. So you guys, if you don't get an email, don't worry. You will get your email. You will get your request. We're going to start scheduling the first few people. Again, let your assistants know what you're doing. Let your assistants help you, but educate them. I don't want any notes from someone's assistant talking about who are you, what are you talking about, and what is this event. Because I'm not going to take time to break that down for them. I'm going to just pass over and keep going to the next thing. You know what's going on. It makes no sense for you to keep your assistant in the dark and not tell them that you're working on this project. I mean, it's silly. All right. You've got the headphones. Again, Logitech C90. Of course I'm getting the phone. Logitech C90 and the headset. And you better turn your phone off when it's time for you to record. And we'll be doing the Google method. Your background. I'm here at my office and I have, a couple of different color walls. Make sure that you're not recording from your bedroom with a messy bed in the back, or your kitchen with a messy kitchen in the back. But your background matters. A white flat wall is kind of boring, but it's better than just crazy stuff. So think about your bedroom. Think about where you're recording and what's behind you. And take a look at that and make sure it's appetizing. Don't have crazy colors that make it hard to watch. Just regular blues and greens and yellows and whites and just regular purples, light lilac, regular colors, not crazy colors that people have to go like this to watch. What else? The cameras are HD. I already told you HD is not your friend. And when the membership portal is done, you will be able to log in, get all this information. I am based in Los Angeles. My times are LA times, so it's going to mean that you have to convert the time to your time. I don't know if time is a challenge for you, but time is very important to me because it's your life. And I'm not here to waste mine. I'm not here to waste yours. You have got to convert your time to Los Angeles time. When I'm on the East Coast, I tell people I'm on the East Coast and everything is East Coast time. That's why when you call me at 5 in the morning, which some of you have, I might not answer the phone. Not that I'm not awake, because actually I'm an early bird and I am awake, but I usually don't start talking until like 6:30 or 7, my time. So, and the fact is I travel about anywhere from 5 to 15 days a month. This month I'm only putting in 4 days of travel. But last month I put in 15 days of travel. So I'm based in Los Angeles. That's the time difference. Just be aware. While I do want to be available to you, just be aware that most of the time I'm going to be 3 hours behind many of you, because many of you are based in the East Coast. I'm a producer. I'm a television host. I have a show called The Right Place. If you want to learn more about me, you can look at rightplacetv.com, WRIGHTPLACE-TV.com. There are clips of my show there. There's everything that I do. I also teach about crowdfunding. You have heard me teach about crowdfunding. But my real forte, well, I don't know, I'm pretty big deal in crowdfunding too. But what I really love is I really love media training. I love media and television, and I just have a lot of fun with that. I'm the director and one of the producers of the HLIC movie, and so some of you have crossed over from there. You know me from that project. You can go online and Google me. I'm Dr. Wright1 on Twitter. You can connect with me in any way that you wish to connect. I'm going to keep you informed We're going to put this video, it's going to be on private, so only the 4 Divas can see it, but it'll be on my YouTube channel. Alright, you guys, remember what I always tell you, ignoring one's conscience is neither safe nor right. Have a good weekend. I'm on my way to Dallas, so the next couple of days, the rest of the week might be a little sparse, but I am available. We'll get back to you. Alright, email me your questions, and I'll address them on the next video. Alrighty, thank you so much. This is your time in your life, and I don't take it for granted at all. Alright, bye-bye.